Good afternoon, friends. Welcome back to Through Literary Lens. Welcome, Vinod ji.
Namaskar.
And today, friends, we have our special episode. Special in the sense that Dr. Vinod Asudani, all of you know him. He is our co-host. But as all of you know also that he is a renowned author, literature, winner of Sahitya Akademi Award 2023. He writes prolifically in Sindhi, his mother tongue, Hindi, Urdu, as well as in English. And he has no less than 37 books to his credit till date. They include not only Hindi poetry collections, ghazal collections, one of them jointly with me, but critical works also, novels also, story collections also, and poetry collections in English. Today, we have invited him to share with us one of his poems, which is included in the book entitled Penumbra. And the poem is interestingly titled as Toothache. Isn't it, Vinod ji?
Yes.
So first I would request you to recite your poem and then we will have a freewheeling chat with you on the work.
Thank you very much, Rajesh ji, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my poem Toothache with my listeners and viewers. Poem goes like this. It's excruciating, devastating, and devilish. So is your memory. It is excruciating, devastating, and devilish. So is your memory. It takes away everything: performance in profession, purity of prayer, solace of soul, fun and frolic, faith in friendship, delicacy from dishes, taste from tongue, harmony of heart, brilliance of brain, melody of music, lyricism from literature, romance from relations. Last resort is root canal. Nurturing nerve is numbed. I am in search of ... Who will perform the root canal of my heart? Toothache is excruciating, devastating, devilish. So is your memory.
Wonderful, Vinod ji. Fantastic. And what a poem, I would say. Right from the title to the end, it speaks at multiple levels and reverberates with us very deep into the heart as well as in mind. So friends, the title itself, Toothache, it's sort of different. Nobody writes a poem on toothache, right?
Yeah, and especially, Rajesh ji, I would like to, like you, to shed some light on the intricate relationship that poem builds between toothache and memory.
Correct. So here, I would venture to say that toothache is really the heartache. Heartache and toothache, they are one and the same. They are compared with each other and they are bestowed with the same qualities. Heartache is due to the memory of the loved one, right? Your memory.
And those who have experienced toothache, it is really devastating. It's not just like a headache it's really devastating.
Devastating, devilish. What are the three adjectives you used in the beginning? Excruciating, devastating and devilish. Toothache is like that. Anybody who has gone through that pain knows it. But so is your memory. That is, I would say, it's heartache. It causes heartache. So the poet compares the intensity of the mental pain caused due to the memory of the loved one with the excruciating physical pain which is caused by the toothache.
Now, to understand simply,
Yeah.
when you are intense toothache, you cannot focus on anything.
No.
Neither you can comfortably eat and drink, neither you can work or talk. Now, this memory of the beloved that comes to the mind
It
of the
also,
poet,
devastates the person in the same way, wreaks vengeance in the same way. I would say the long list of the things you are
Yes.
given, the year.
yeah,
long
then it
list
takes
of
away,
things. Yeah.
the performance in profession, purity of prayer, solace of soul,
yeah,
fun and frolic, faith in friendship,
lyricism from literature,
and delicacy from dishes, taste from tongue,
So
harmony of heart.
It destroys you totally. The life is, snuffed away, to say simply. So, and here the comparison, it's an inverted comparison, Vinodji. Generally, what the poets do, they compare the physical pain with the mental pain.
Yes.
That I feel, but here you have compared it in inwardly. I would say that like metaphysical poetry, the two different images
Or yoked together
are
by
yoked
violence.
together by violence.
Yeah,
So-
it has a strain of that metaphysical
it
poetry.
reminds us of John Donne.
Mhm.
So like that you have compared this, but it's a realistic comparison. Anybody who has undergone the mental anguish also knows and
yes.
feels.
And again, here I would draw your attention that usually in the tradition of Urdu or Hindi poetry, and to a certain extent in the tradition of English poetry, memory is glorified by the poet.
Yes, generally it is framed positively.
Right. When you remember of your, the lovely face of your beloved, and
All
this and
the
that.
sorrows vanish
Oh, yeah, all the sorrow vanish, right?
and you are uplifted. But no, here the poet starkly says that your memory troubles me like a toothache.
Yes. And then I cannot do anything. All
Yeah.
these things are taken away.
Yeah.
Because when you are through the pain, everything seems to be destroyed, devilish. And when that memory returns, and again, memory in the
Yeah.
postmodern discourse, memory is very important. You cannot liberate yourself from the memory. Even Sigmund Freud says that whatever once happens, mind cannot it cannot be erased from the mind.
You can suppress it, maybe repress it.
Yeah.
It may happen,
But it
never
will come
goes
back
away.
to you from time to time.
Yeah.
So memory, again, one more thing I would like to say. I have not said explicitly memory of beloved.
No, your memory.
Your memory.
Your memory.
Yes.
So it can mean anything.
Yeah. In
Lost
mod-
country, lost
Yes.
pleasure,
Yes. Yes.
lost era.
Lost era, lost time,
Yeah.
lost relationships, lost passion, lost dreams.
Yes.
Right? For example, at the time of the partition, Sindhis and other Hindus, they came from Pakistan.
Yeah.
Living back our native land. So that memory is also haunting memory.
And many people were destroyed by the memory of. First of all, people were murdered.
Yes.
That is one thing. But people were murdered mentally also.
Yes.
Many people who were very efficient living in their country, after migrating, they were non-functional totally.
So here memory of something loved and lost, is divided. Devilish.
Even though Tennyson says it is better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. But really, is it?
But if one has the guts to face this kind of memory after loving and losing.
Like after Holocaust, what happened to the survivors?
Yes.
Dead were dead, okay.
Yes.
But what about the survivors and transgenerational trauma?
Yes.
Same with the partition. Same with many other things.
Many,
major or
terrorist
minor.
attacks.
Bhopal gas tragedy.
Terrorist attacks,
Terrorist
wars.
attacks, wars, whatnot.
So these memories of the happy times, right? And when they are snatched away, those happy times, the remembrance of those happy times becomes devilish and devastating.
And the psychological fact that feelings are facts to the people experiencing them.
Yes, psychologically that is
Feelings,
true.
they are facts to the people who are experiencing them. So the memory has that enormous power to trouble you.
And
What about the post PTSD?
Yes.
Post traumatic disorder.
Exactly. So in many disorders,
Like for example, a girl is raped,
Yeah.
right? For the rest of her life, that PTSD will trouble her.
somebody who's your near and dear one is murdered before
Murdered.
your eyes. how can you drive away such memories, painful memories from your mind? So many of the mental troubles are because of these kind of haunting memories.
So we cannot underestimate the power of memory.
And power memory is not, we cannot simply romantically
No.
describe a memory that it is fantastic.
Even though instinctively I went for the phrase that memory of the beloved.
Yeah.
But it's good that I'm corrected.
Yeah, it's memory of the
Yeah.
lost land,
Yeah.
memory of the relations, memory of the lost dreams. It can be anything, you know.
Anything.
You can have the very varied interpretations of your memory. Your memory is a key term to unfold the mystery of the poem.
Yes. And then what's the solution? Poet contemplates a solution also.
That is imaginative.
Yeah, that is imaginative. A root canal is the solution to the toothache.
And poet is in
Final solution.
search of that surgeon
For the heartache also.
who can perform the root canal of heart.
Heartache also can be taken away like toothache by performing the root canal. That is the troubling memories, devastating memories. Can they be uprooted?
So this
Can
is
the
the
root
question.
cause be done away with?
Can we find such a solution?
Because many people make the mistake. Please remember, we are not like computers. We cannot shift, delete
Yes.
any occurrence from our mind.
No experience, no memory can be deleted by just pressing the button.
No. So, how to reconcile with the troubling, with the annoying, with the painful memories? That is really the crux of the matter. And this is where this poem hammers and hurts. That what should we do? Whether psychologists can succeed,
Whether a spiritualist can succeed,
whether religionists, whether how?
whether technology can provide the solution. See, all these questions are open-ended.
Yeah.
Who will come and perform the root canal of the heart so that we can get rid of the excruciating and devastating memory?
And mainly psychologists claim that precisely this is what they are doing when the people have some psychological issues, some problems, and they extricate them from the web of those haunting memories. I would give you a very simple example, Vinodji. Forget about the very big events. My personal example I would give. As you know, I missed the train when I was 4.
Yes.
I was going to the wedding of my sister. Everybody boarded except me and my sister. That memory still is activated whenever I think of the trains, whenever I board a train. I reach the station half an hour before the boarding time. Why? Because at the age of 4, I have missed the train in front of me. So
So
that is the
mind
thing.
comes to the rescue. Mind knows
Yeah.
that perhaps this experience will be repeated,
Yes.
and he automatically comes to the defense.
Yes. So we have to at least we have to ameliorate the harmful effects of the memories, and we have to search whether it be psychology, whether it be anything else, but we should be after, letting down or blunting the harmful effects of the memories at least.
So before we sum up, let me recite this poem once
Sure,
again
sure.
for the better appreciation of the
Yeah.
listeners.
Yeah.
Toothache.
Toothache.
It's excruciating, devastating, and devilish.
And
So is your memory. It takes away everything. Performance in profession, purity of prayer, solace of soul, fun and frolic, faith in friendship, delicacy from dishes, taste from tongue, harmony of heart, brilliance of brain, melody of music, lyricism from literature, romance from relations. Last resort is root canal. Nurturing nerve is numbed. I am in search of ... Who will perform the root canal of my heart? Toothache is excruciating, devastating, and devilish. So is your memory.
Wonderful, Vinodji, wonderful. Let us hope that the search ends in finding somebody, something which can, numb the nurturing nerve of the harmful memories. Thank you, friends, and
Thank you.
bye.